Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, in this video, we're going to be working on my Lego City train station. Right now, I actually can't really fit it in frame, so it's three base plates long. It's three different sections, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually rip this thing entirely apart and rebuild the entire thing. Because I'm just not very happy with it. Because with all this extra base plate in the back of each module, it's really annoying. So I'm gonna extend it in the back and just make it bigger than it already is. Because I had plans for what's gonna go back there, but it just doesn't. It's not gonna work out how I thought I was gonna. But in this box, I have a ton of parts. But also before I actually get to tearing this thing apart and actually building it, I'm gonna sort this entire bulk bag I got from a Lego store called Bricks and Wheels near where I live. It's a nice secondhand Lego store. I really like it. A gallon bag. I actually just got this, so that's why it wasn't in the video that came out Saturday. But I actually just want to start this because it actually has pieces that I'm going to use to create this. These arches aren't actually going to be in it. I'll tell you what some of these parts are going to be for. It's going to be kind of like a sorting video plus build video. So let's get to it. Okay, I just finished sorting. As you can see, this actually looks a lot less than what was in this entire bag. But I actually ended up sorting these into like all my parts. I actually ended up also getting like a ton of 1x tile, 1x plate, and 1x brick for my road to make the road extenders, which I actually need a lot of them, which I think I got enough to do at least some. I don't think I have enough to do everything, but I know I do have some to do some of it, which I'm very happy. I was able to find one of these. These are what I use to make my raised platform walls. I just got a giant order of these for Christmas, so I don't actually really need these right now, but I will need them probably soon for different projects. So it's just good to have those handy. I was able to find two of these, which I think I got 11 for Christmas, which I know is an uneven number. I talked about those in my other video, my last video actually. So these are also very useful to use. I love those. Especially tan, those are pretty rare and hard to come by right now. I just got these. These are like pretty random. I didn't even know there's a sticker on that. That's a pretty cool sticker. Huh, I think that came with that might have been in the Stranger Things set. Nothing, I'll use it, and actually I'll use that sticker. I didn't know that had a sticker. That's cool. I found this printed piece. That's a really cool Batman logo. I don't know what it came with, so if you guys know, please comment down below. I would like to know. I don't know why I grabbed this. I think I just 1x2 tan. I was able to find a couple of these 1x2 light gray tile. These are also useful. I use those at my train station. I found one of these, which it would have been nice to find more. Same with these. These are nice. Just same with one of these. These are just random little builds. As you see in this corner, you probably saw in the time lapse I found this. I think it might have came in one of the calendars, but I absolutely love this thing. This thing is adorable. If you don't know what it is, it's a mini scale Millennium Falcon. It's a nice little build. I found this like slanted window. I actually might use this in the train station. If not, I'll find another mock to use that in. Maybe an upcoming one. I don't know when that video comes out though. A different video, not the train station one comes out. It's this video. These I've been needing these because I need them to replace. Grab it. This is the Riddler mobile from one of the. It's missing, and I've substituted parts. It's missing. I've rebuilt it from when it was destroyed. It has some miscolored things, but That's just there to stop it rolling, but it has some miscolored pieces. That's no, it's miscolored. Same with this, but I'm just gonna replace these windows. I actually want to do that really fast. So I'll do it later. But yeah, I love this car. This car, I actually don't know how the sticker's been intact. They're usually not with minifig. Yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. I need to do the parts. I have one of these. I couldn't find any more, but these are always nice little parts to have. Little brackets, little 1x brackets. I have these, and I also grabbed this that has them. I don't know what I'll use these for. I know I just got some of these for Christmas too. If I need extra, I'll use them. One train wheel. I wish I had more. I wish I had a lot more of these pieces, but yeah. I got a ton of tan plate for a different mock that's actually coming soon, I think, in like the next couple of weeks. I know it's the first video of part 1 drops this month. I know that. Same with these. These go for the exact same mock. I grabbed these. I only grabbed 2 of these. I don't know what I use them for, but I know they're pretty useful. I grabbed this. I don't use these plates that much, but yeah. Sorry, stuffy nose. It comes with a lot of cool stuff. I feel like they had like a disassembled Lion Knight's castle in the bin, like this too, or they had something. I don't know what it was, but I don't think this actually goes to the Lion Knight's castle. I don't know what this goes to, but I grabbed it because there's a ton of cool plates. It has some masonry, some dark gray plate. There's a ton of useful pieces. I grabbed some 2x3. I only could find 3. These are pretty hard to come by. A 2x4 did a dark gray tile. Same with these. I was only able to find like 8 of these actually. I actually had to ask them. I think I found 3 in the bins, and I had to ask him if he had any more just in the back. He only had 5. I expect that because they're rare. They're retired pieces, which kind of sucks because I use them for my ballasting for my train tracks, which I actually haven't ballasted any of my train tracks yet. Well, some of them I have, but they're misballasted, so I'll take care of those. I think in 2 weeks. I think no, in 1 week actually. Next week. I found this little campfire. I'll use this somewhere in the city. I don't really know where to put it yet. I need actually a ton of not a ton, but for different like things. I actually enjoy the clear instead of the dark trans clear. I don't really like that. I was able to find also for ballasting a ton 1x1 studs. These are pretty crucial to underlying on that go on the plate. Same with these. These go to it. That's what also these are for. But I'll need to get more 2x2 tiles. These are for these come with like CMS that have like extensions. These are like the minifig posers. This will be good to like use for running and stuff like that. I don't know what I'll use the jumper plates for, but I'll find a use for those. I only grabbed 2 of these. I don't know why, but those will also be used for an upcoming mock. If I can get these in frame, these pieces are for my Hogwarts Express, which is always sometimes you see on the time lapse in that corner. These would be nice to finish. Not the locomotive. The locomotive is done, basically done, but it's used to make the carriage, which the carriage is somewhere else right now. I don't want to grab it, but this is like my main train right now that I'll use to go on my city lines. But I have the passenger train, which I would like to get another battery box, motor, and battery box and motor and control. No, not controller. I only need one, but just a battery box and controller to fix that. Same with more train wheels. I don't like the new ones. The old ones are better with the metal bearing. I also got not this entire bin of 1x brick, but I got a ton of tan brick and just pieces for an upcoming mock that's supposed to be over there. But yeah, that mock will come out next week. Same with the part 1. It's the exact same thing. I found a few 2x brick to add to my entire collection. This is actually my entire collection right now. Some of them are already in the city. Some of those, the rest are right there. I was able to find a ton of 1x brick, which I'll use for the train station in this update. I also found a ton, not the exact ones, but I found a ton of 2x plate and 4 6x plate for ballasting my train track. Yeah, I'm gonna actually pause this video, put all these parts away, and then we can start working on the train station. Just wanted to bring the train station back up to where, like, how it is, and give you like a final look at how it is. This, I mean, like, I used, like, from the Harry Potter train, I have a ton of the train stuff, so I'm gonna use that in my train station mock. These pieces, I don't really care that I'm taking apart, but these pieces are from a Scooby-Doo set that I had when I was a kid. It just broke, and it's really cool. I love this guy. I forget his name, though. I know I have the newer minifigure of him, but I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna destroy this and on time lapse too, because it's really cool. And I just want to get to building, but actually, really quick, these are the pieces I'm gonna use. Like, each of them, I'm still gonna use these on my new one, but they each go here. As you can see, I already have some of them. But yeah, these are going to stretch along. I don't know if I have enough, excluding the one I just took off. I have like 10 of them, I think. I don't think that's enough, but if I shorten that side by like 2 studs, I think is how it is. I should free up like a couple, maybe not actually. Well, let's just get to building and destroying it, just like dismantling and building. Well, actually, I don't know why I keep saying that, but actually, this bin of parts has. That just fell out, but this also has some other parts I want to use. Grab the piece. This piece is actually from an old Harry Potter set. That's what this is right here. This goes on it. I'm going to use this. I love this piece. I try to use it in my older train station mock that I made and was going to finish, and then decided to build this. I'm going to this I just want to use this piece in all of my train station mocks, because it's just, this piece is kind of nostalgic to me, even though this is my cousin's set from when he was a kid. Yeah. I don't know why I keep putting pieces back on, because I know I'm going to be taking it apart. But yeah, let's get dismantling and building. Okay, so I just finished dismantling it. I'm sorry, I was going to put it on a time lapse and show you guys. As you see, it's a different camera angle than like looking forward straight this way, but I was going to show you guys of me disassembling it and just going straight into rebuilding it, but it's a weird jump that I did, and I'm sorry about that. It's pretty common with me, but I ended up actually accidentally hitting the record button instead of the time lapse button, so I kind of just gave up on the time lapse. I'm sorry, but you'll get to see me build it in the time lapse if I remember to even hit it in the time lapse, which I think I will. And these are actually not all the parts. I had some parts to like the left of me. And it's probably, I don't know what it is for you, but to the left, for me it's the left. I have a ton of fence pieces. Some of them are not right. Some of them are different than others, but that means I need to get different ones. Sorry, I'm popping my fingers. Feels nice. These chair designs are actually my favorite. It allows like 4, I mean, not really 4, maybe like 2 minifigs to sit, depending on where they sit. It uses a 3x3 and then a 1x3. And the 1x2 actually put on these 2 little holes instead of like actually on like the edge of it. And then I just placed 4 chairs going along it. And I use brown. You can use whatever color you want with whatever colors. I use brown because it looks nice. And those would be my chairs for the outside. I have arches, masonry bricks, a ton of mini builds, windows, a ton of 1x2 tiles, the brackets like I talked about earlier, and a ton of jumper plates to place minifigs, same with 2x2 tile, which you cannot see, and a ton of just tan brick, which I'll use for the build. A ton of 2x6, 2x4 tile, a ton of plate, black brick. And I actually want to talk about these. These base plates I use, these are not, as you can tell, they're not real base plates. They have sharp points, which, I mean, are kind of nice. These are fake. I don't mind the fake, only because I never show, like, when my city's done, you won't be able to even see these. So I don't really care what my base plates look like. I don't really care what you guys will say. But, yeah, I don't I use fake underlying brick usually. They'll be fake mixed in with real. But when it comes to actually building outside and what you'll actually be able to see, I use real. That's because I used to actually use fake on my old city builds when I was younger, only because I never really knew the difference, and plus I didn't really care. But now that I'm older, I do care, and I but I don't care. I'm not one of those hardcore Lego builders who care that every single piece in their city is real. Like I just use fake base plates and brick for underlying. Like every part you see here around me is real. Besides these base plates, everything around me is real. But yeah, that's all I need. That's all I actually wanted to say. And actually, let's get into building it. Okay. Okay. Started a little too early there. I finished building the base. This is not the entire train station. I got this giant middle section. This will go here, but yeah, it definitely took me a while to actually do this because it's a mock and it takes a minute. I'm not going to pause the video here. I actually want to continue building this because I'm excited to actually get this done and placed. This video will probably end up being a pretty long one, but 20 minutes, who cares? Long videos are pretty nice. Sometimes they are, but actually I'm just wanting to pause there and give you guys an update. As you guys saw here, you saw me leaving a little gap here. That's for a switch. That's gonna just slide right in because it will intrude into the other base plate, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, and I left 8 studs on each side because a track here when the train is turning. I could put it to the edge, but when it's turning, like the the track itself doesn't intrude into the other base plate, but when the train turns, it sticks off the track a little bit, so it will end up hitting it. I already have this all planned out, and not the train station I didn't, but the track I do. Yeah, this will go here. This also does intrude into this base plate again on this side. So that's why I also left another 8 studs open. But yeah, I actually want to continue building. I'm going to start with the middle one and build the actual building itself. And then I'll start working on these 2 extensions, and then we could place it in the city. So I actually just finished building. It's not finished. I actually do want to go over it. I'll go over it in better detail when I bring it down. But as you saw in the time lapse, I didn't actually. There's stuff back here that I did not in the time lapse. Same with the roof. And this I added because I couldn't think of a design, and then I found the road plate slopes, and these actually worked perfectly. I loved them. Slope them down. Yeah, if I can bring it over here, you can see more. It's missing some pieces. Plus, these fence pieces don't match these ones, and I want to make them so it's bars. So I'll fix that when I get new ones, or just get some more. I also added this, not in the time lapse. When the time lapse, I stopped it. Because I just forgot to add some things. Plus, you saw me going back and forth, adding some things from this to this, and I forgot some things. But yeah, this is a lot bigger than I showed you before. Let's bring it downstairs and go over it in better detail. I just brought it downstairs. It looks amazing, but the build itself looks amazing. But when it's by itself, it looks amazing. But since it's not fully developed, the space around it's not fully developed, it looks a little weird. Yeah, I have the stairs. There's a little gap there, as you see. I gotta fill that in. I'm gonna do most. I'm just gonna do some like fixing up off camera just so it's easier. You'll see that probably in the next update, maybe. I think next update, not next update, but next video. I think you will, yeah. Yeah, it looks. I love how this looks. I had to take away 8 studs. I wish I could bring it to the full edge of the base plate, but I can't because of how the train track works. Yeah. There's also the ramp here that's just held in, like, it's not connected in any way. It's just sitting there. But I just use some slopes to make a railing. It just looks right. It just looks good for now. Yeah, I'm gonna make a pathway going that way, and one going that way, like that way, for the pedestrians to walk through. I'll put some jumper plates down to place some minifigs, as you see I already did. But yeah, I'm not gonna place any minifigs down until I actually get the city pretty much like in a good state where I can place down minifigs. So I'm not just moving everything around and changing things with the minifigs because it's pretty annoying. Yeah, I have one bus stop there. I might update and like upgrade the bus stop. Might add like 2 more studs of sidewalk on the space plates just so it's more expanded for a bus stop. Yeah, I have that one bus just sitting there, just not texting, testing to see how it would work. Yeah, I think that's all I have for this update. Thank you for joining me with this update. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for whatever comes next. Bye!